Alright everybody, we're back here on the KST map today. I've kind of been on a pretty good little cycle here of the interior, KST, and Dodson logging, but maybe I'll break out of that slump here before too much longer. I don't know if, I guess you guys are still watching, so I guess you don't mind repeating the same maps over and over, but it is kind of fun. I really enjoy this KST map. I haven't played a map like this to where the trees were so dense, you know, like, this is crazy. Look at all these trees in here. And my frame rate is getting better. And matter of fact, let's see, do I have, yeah, I've got that on here. Okay. Let me see if I can find the frame rate real quick and we'll just see. I may have gone past it. Oh, there it was. Oh, can I go back? No. Well, now it's not letting me do anything. Oh well. Maybe next time I'll get the frame rate up there. I don't know what happened there. I think I hit the wrong button. I was trying to go back and I hit the backspace, and now it's not letting me do anything. Let me try one more time. Yeah, it's not letting me tab through now. Let me just try that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's see if I can find it. So it's after quit. There it is. So you have to enable that in the game XML, I believe it is, to get into the developer mode. And see, look, I'm at 30 FPS, and for my computer in this area, I guess that's about right, because I do seem to be a little slow here. But now, like when I'm testing on some other maps, or like when I'm working on my new map, which, by the way, today is the day I was supposed to announce the name of that map, and so I'm proud right now to say that the next map that I'm going to be releasing here shortly, which shortly is probably still about a month away. I'm hoping to get it out sooner than that, but right now what I'm dealing with is I've got one major issue to work out, where on one particular low spot of the map, it's still thinking there's water there when I use the Dodson logging map to flatten it, and there was a water plane in there. I think it, for some reason, maybe in the map ID XML or whatever it is, I think it's XML. Anyway, I think it's still thinking that there's water there, so when I drive my truck in there, it's just splish, and then you're out floating on the thin air. But anyway, so the name of the new map is called The Forbidden Forest. Alright, so I'll have the link up there on Facebook with some screenshots and stuff, but that's the name of it, The Forbidden Forest. There is a pretty good sized town, bigger than Dodson logging, and there's a school, there's several restaurants and stores, the garage or shop, where you buy vehicles and all that. There's a big warehouse back behind there. It was kind of new, or at least new for, I didn't have that in Dodson logging. The sawmill is pretty big. There's not any production of lumber this time. I decided not to do that. However, I do have another map in mind that once I finish Forbidden Forest, I'm going to be working on that next map, which will have a sawmill, and then you'll have to truck the production of lumber, pallets, or whatever, you have to truck that over to a different spot to sell it. So I am planning on something like that in the future. But first I got to get Forbidden Forest done. Now, why is, oh, let me back up. So there is a state park, excuse me, a state park, and it's called Lake Misu, M-I-S-U. I just looked up some Native American names, and that one kind of struck me. I think it means like flowing creek or something like that, because there is a little creek / small river or something that comes from a waterfall that's headed down there to eventually where the lake is, Lake Misu. But Anyway, so yeah, that's the name of the map, Forbidden Forest. And like I said, why is it called the Forbidden Forest? Well, you just have to wait and see when I release the preview video. There's a reason for that, and I've still got to get some of that worked out. But I'm fairly close on that part of it. But it'll be interesting for sure. It'll be a fun map, I think. It'll be a lot more detailed than Dodson logging. Probably a lot more trees too, because I put in some kind of boundaries on Dodson logging. When you get to the edges of the map, you'll see those kind of, they look like trees. They're boundaries, but those aren't there. Well, there's some invisible ones, but those boundaries are much further out. You go to the edge of the map, and so you get a lot more trees in on a map like that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is trying to get all the trees placed, because there are a ton of trees on that map. And I hope your computer's pretty good, because you'll need it. And if you're watching and you play console, sorry, I'm probably never ever going to release anything for console. If somebody wants to take one of my maps and try to get it onto console, go for it. But just make sure I'm included in the credits in there. But I don't have any desire to try to make a map for console, nor do I want to try to fool with Giants and all their strict rules about console stuff. So no thanks. I'll pass on that. But yeah, Forbidden Forest is the next map. And like I said, I'm still working out a couple of well, one major issue with the water plane that's in there for some reason, and still a lot of trees to place, a lot of detail work to place. The town, I still want to put a bit more detail into it. Some of the houses, like putting fences and swimming pools and yard stuff like trees and lawn mowers, decoration kind of stuff. I still want to put a lot of that in there, just to kind of give the map a realistic look, because that's what I'm kind of going for in a way. I've still got a lot of signs to do. On this one, I want to make a lot of signs, like road signs and just other signs in general, kind of like at the state park, for sure at the state park, because I want to have like signs pointing to the lake and the visitor center, and just all kinds of things like that you normally see at state parks. So a lot of detail work left. In fact, my next map that I've got in mind should go like 10 times faster, because I'm not doing any kind of town, so to speak. There will be maybe like the outskirts of a town. You might can see, kind of get the idea of that. But like I said, it's gonna have a place to sell some lumber, pallets, and whatever. It'll be a different place from the sawmill too. You have to truck it for sure. So that'd be fun. So yeah, if you want to go see some screenshots, some different screenshots, or if you haven't seen them at all, go check out the Facebook page, NLA Gaming. It's on Facebook. I've got already put up quite a few screenshots, especially of the state park area. It's coming along quite nicely, I think. You can see my frame rate is really taking a hit there. It's probably that truck. Maybe I've got a lot of equipment up here, so it could be anything, but And I think once we get a few more of these trees cut and skidded and processed and out of here, it should help it even better. But yeah, this map is definitely taxing my graphics card a bit with all the trees. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to draw all that stuff. See, I'm thinking then it's probably this truck over here. Maybe not. Or it could have been something back over this way. I think my frame rate dropped when I was... Yeah, see, it dropped that way. So it could be that other truck with all those logs on there. I don't know. To make sure I get those two out of the way because they're blocking the road. And I think all my other equipment's kind of in the way, so I'm gonna move all that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this map though. I can't believe all the trees that are on here. It's really dense. Alright, now where'd my skidder go? There it is over there. Yeah, just the more I can get cleared out, I think it should help my frame rate, because it's already, seemed like it was worse when I first started over here, and then it's gotten a little better. I mean, it wasn't terrible that I couldn't play the game, but it was, you could definitely tell it was lagging. Yeah, I finally did get the rollers mapped to the correct button on the joystick, so we've got rollers now. And you notice I turned off the sawdust mod. I used to have that on. It would create a big old pile of sawdust up here at the processor, and I was like, I'm kind of tired of cleaning up sawdust, so I turned that off. It wasn't quite realistic either. And of course the map autosave is going to get us. There it goes. Seemed like the first time or two that map autosave saves, it really slows down. I just want to get a few more trees, probably maybe 3 or 4 more processed, and we should have a load. That truck over there, I'm gonna get the truck down there, get him offloaded. I may try the course player route too I created and see how that works. I don't think I've actually... I may have to turn traffic off too, I don't think I ever did that. let's see how we're doing with the load over here. Yeah, I can put quite a few more on there. Well, I don't think I've ever mentioned this. In case you're wondering what kind of graphics card I have in this computer, well, first of all, I've got a Dell XPS 8300 computer. It's a bit, a little bit older. I think I bought it. Oh gosh, it's probably been well, several years ago now. It's still a decent computer. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but the graphics card in there is I believe it's an NVIDIA 970 Ti. I think is what's in there. So it's definitely not top of the line right now. I'd love to have like a 1060 or something in there, because I think my computer will handle that. It's all based mostly on the what kind of power supply you have, because it has some graphics cards have to have a certain number of, like, 500 watts, 400 watts, whatever. I don't think that my power supply is all that great. I think it's something like maybe 400. I think the XPS 8300's got a 400 watt. Anyway, you gotta have a decent power supply to run some good graphics cards. Alright, now why is it doing that? Must be the something to do with, yeah, it's that joystick's got something going on there. Alright, got that cleaned up, ready to go. I think I'm just gonna drive this myself down here. I wanna see. I don't think I ever turned the traffic off. We can look at those frame rates too. Golly, really dropping through here with all these trees. It should pick back up once we leave the island. But there's just tons of stuff to draw on this map. All these trees. It really is giving my computer a workout. the graphics card anyway. So you can see it picked up some in that open spot. But once we get across the, I don't know, the bridge, I guess we'll say. I'm not sure if that's a lake or a ocean or what this is. Should pick up. Yeah, you can see already it's up in the 30s. Yep, 40s. Yeah, so I was testing my new map, the Forbidden Forest, with the FPS on, and I was getting, like, I was pegging out, like it wasn't even dropping, it was just getting 60 all the way around. So it's gonna be a good map. There's gonna be a lot of trees, but not near as many as the KST, so it's not gonna stress your computer too much, I don't think. I went the wrong way. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. That's right. I was thinking about when I first started this map, I was coming in from the other way, and that's wrong. So this is the correct way. Wow, there's really something not going on right. Oh, it's one of them logs got under there. But to say something is not right. There's something still not right. Well, I'm hung up on the pole. There we go. You can see how much those logs make a difference. Look at that. We're at 60 FPS right now. Just pegging out 60. And then as soon as I move back over here towards these logs, look at that. Drops down to, I saw 20 something just briefly. It's crazy. What has happened to my machine? If we've moved a little bit. Have to reposition. This isn't the greatest spot. If you've watched my videos for any length of time, you know that I don't like using that crane, so I always use something else to offload the logs. And for some reason I am just stuck. I think it's that log over there that I'm gonna have to go cut that thing. Well, look at that. Just messed it all up. Yeah, this log right here has got me really messed up. Let's see if we can fix this. Clean this up first. There we go. And now I need to drive forward. This thing drives stupid. Okay. Now we'll get set back up a little closer. And since I cut that log off over there, we should be able to get all that out of there now. And left a straggler. And I'm just, this pole's just in the way. I got too close. I got a piece of a log stuck in there, but maybe it'll come out. If not, we'll just take it along for the ride, and it'll come out eventually. Yeah, there it goes. You can already see the frame rate's a little better. I mean, there's still a lot going on this map, so it's not running perfectly smooth for me, but there's a lot of stuff to draw. But it is certainly better, and I'll tell you what, I'm just about tired of this traffic. Let's see. How many trees have we cut so far? 179, okay, not bad. Let's see. Traffic is off. Let's get rid of that. I always turn the traffic off. I just, you know, it's so difficult when you're trying to set up course play routes with the traffic on. And on this map especially, all these highways, there's a lot of traffic. So I usually just turn that off. Alright, now let's see if we can get us another load before we gotta end the video today. We still got, I don't know, close to 30 minutes, I guess. All these trees are just ridiculous, so many in there. Alright, let's get in our skidder again and get a few more trees skidded up. Try and get all this cleaned up too, so the less stuff we have to draw, the better the frame rate's going to be. I still think we got quite a few trees to clear out before the frame rate really starts to improve. Over here on the island, anyway. And let's see, I'm just going to park this thing over here because I need to clear out that area. There's that big pile of trees that my skidder is parked in front of. I need to haul that next, and I got to get some of this cleared out. Let's get a couple more of these trees cut, get them out of the way. That was crazy. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was gonna say it's gonna leave all the branches on there. Alright. That's annoying. Oh, there it goes. So the rollers are causing a bit of an issue. And that was it. Alright. Let's get some more of this cleaned up real quick. Not quite at a load, but let's go ahead and get the truck over there. And we'll at least start getting loaded. Well, we just about got a load. It's gonna be a little short. Well, we can put a couple more on there. I'm gonna go ahead and call this a load, though. We're pretty much loaded. I don't guess I ever looked inside this truck. Yeah, CB up there. It's pretty nice. Oh, yeah, the steering wheel and well, everything gets dirt on this truck. Steering wheel, gear shift, seats. Yeah, and probably all this mud and water and all that stuff, it's really hitting the old frame rate there. So you definitely have to have a pretty decent computer to play this game without it just driving you crazy. Alright, let's see if we can do a little better job this time of unloading this thing. Yeah, I had my truck positioned a little better this time. Whoop, if I can stay away from that pole. Gosh. Still grabbing that pole. Alright everybody, well I'm just about out of time today because I want to end it a little bit early so I can have time to go grab some screenshots of the Forbidden Forest and put it up on Facebook about the time that this video airs on Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, but I'm going to leave you with a few comments here. We managed to get a couple of loads today, and what I'm hoping to do before next video is really try to get a few more trees cleared out around the landing, and probably have a truck or two already loaded and ready to go so we can get a bit more done. But I'd really like to try to cut out the entire island. That'd be fun. I don't know, I haven't been counting loads, so I don't know how many loads we're up to, but not many. 2 today, and probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 total. But we're not going to keep count. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to try to cut the whole island. I just was curious as to how many loads it might be, because there was a ton of trees on that island. There's a bunch. It's a big island too. You can see, look at all the trees over there. But anyway, we'll have try to have a couple trucks loaded up for next time, ready to go, and get a few more loads. And maybe if we get around on the back side of the island, let me look here. Just looking to see where the train actually runs, but let's see, it makes a loop. Well, I don't remember. Anyway, we'll think about maybe on the back side of the island, maybe using the train, the trucks, or to get some of the logs over by rail, because you can put a bunch on there. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least 6, maybe 7 log cars. And that'd be a bunch of wood, but I don't know. We'll think about it. I mean, I could obviously just do course-play routes and stuff, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video here on KST Map this time. And like I said, when we come back next time, we'll have a couple of trucks. I'll try to have a couple of trucks loaded up already, so we can get a few more loads and kind of speed this along a little bit, because this is kind of fun. I like all the dense trees on the island. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I forgot to mention that. We're up over 500 now subscribers, but it's kind of stalled. I mean, we got to 500 pretty quick, and then it's like, you know, everybody's, I guess, kind of just stops subscribing or something. But anyway, help me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and get my videos monetized again. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have, thanks for the subscription, and thanks for watching. And this is Jonathan on the KST Map. We will see you next time. Have a good one.